with natural...
Stuff like that as far as ground rule doubles, but home runs, it'll stop a few home runs, but if you hit the ball good enough and it goes out of the park, I mean, you can't stop a ball that's hit good.
You know, if somebody were writing a story, I think a kid making the jump at the age of 21 from Class A to the major leagues, coming in, breaking in with a couple of home runs in his first game. This, of course, is your first game for real. Have you got it in your mind that there's a little extra pressure on you? People came out here tonight saying, we want to see this kid hit a home run. You know that.
Oh, yeah, it puts a little pressure on me, but I'm gonna help you out and help the team out as much as I can. Gonna hit the ball hard any place. And if I can help them out in any way, hitting a home run and getting a base hit, I'm going to try my hardest.
I got a feeling on this surface and in this ballpark, if you hit it hard, things are going to happen, kind of like a pool table.
Oh, yeah, the ball will go if you get in a gap someplace.
Yeah, thank you, and good luck to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, let's talk to Roy Smalley. Roy, you are, if I recall correctly, the player that holds the visiting record for hitting home runs in the Seattle Kingdom. You like to hit indoors. You're going to like this park.
Well, I do like the park. I don't know if there's any carryover. We're a long way from Seattle, and the fences are a little bit longer here than they are there. It's a pretty small ballpark, but I'll take even half of what I've done in that ballpark.
How is your back? That's, I think, the first question everybody wants to know. We haven't heard a lot about you in spring training. Did they not play you a lot looking at some of the kids?
No, I played a lot. The reason you didn't hear about me is because I had a horrible spring. I didn't swing the bat worth a darn, but I'm feeling real good now. And, you know, there's nothing like open day to get you pumped up and ready to go. My back's fine.
I know you were hitting, you had pain hitting left-handed. Now you can hit lefty or righty. You are a switch hitter either way with no pain.
No pain at all. Hitting left-handed for the first time in almost a year. That's quite a relief, believe me.
There have been, as there always are in the spring, there have been trade rumors, and Roy Smalley and Butch Weiniger are always mentioned because let's face it, you're the two best-known players on the team. You would be the best trade bait. Do you hope maybe that the rumors are now over and you're going to be able to get into the season?
Well, I hope so. I think it's well known what I think about this town, how much I want to stay here. It was a rocky winter, not only worrying about my back, but worrying that if my back was okay, it would be okay in some other town. And I'd like to stay here. It looks like maybe the trade rumors might be over, but as you say, when you have a young club, they're going to go, the trade rumors are going to be surrounding the veteran players, especially when it's the shortstop and the catcher. They're usually the most sought-after players.
Let me ask you a question about this surface. I talked with Ken about it. It is kind of like a pool table in here. The ball will bounce around a lot. What about this? They say this is the softest turf for indoors, but it feels pretty hard to me. I don't know that I'd want to be diving for ground balls on this surface.
Well, it's going to be tough in that respect, but I think the football players are going to have more trouble with that than we are. It's a soft, artificial turf. It really is. It's the best I've ever played on, and whatever minuses there are about it being hard, the pluses of hitting on it make up for it, believe me.
All right, people a little skeptical about this club. You're very young. But that's also an advantage because they don't expect a lot from you. You might be able to sneak up on some people.
We've got some of the best young talent I've ever seen, probably since I first came up with the Rangers with the likes of Jim Sundberg and Mike Hargrove and those guys. And I think this group might even be better than that. Ken Herbick doesn't even know how good he is. He might struggle a little bit. Everybody does, but that kid's got more natural ability to hit than anybody I've ever seen, I think. And I just wish I had as much natural ability to hit as he did when I was that age. He's going to be something. Gaddy looks like he's going to be a heck of a player. Everybody's young. I'm the old man. I'm 29. I don't even have to use greasing formula yet.
Right, good luck to you tonight. Get off to the good start, and good luck all season.
Thanks a lot,
Stay healthy, will you?
I'm going to try. I really am.
All right, buddy, thank you. Roy Smalley and Ken Herbick, they're looking forward to opening night. It's here, and the ball game starts in about a half an hour. Tony, back to you.
Okay, David, we're going to take a little break right now, but first of all, I wanted to remind you we've got lots more coming up. You're going to be meeting the rest of the Minnesota Twins. I see Mrs. Muriel Humphrey Crown right up above me. She'll be throwing out the first ball. Earl Bailey is here to sing the national anthem. All that and more. And Twins baseball coming up in the second half hour.
Here's a McDonald's egg.
We're this close to winning $500,000 in McDonald's quality game. Just complete this section. Or we could win $500,000 instantly.
Yeah?
Or Coca-Cola, or scrambled eggs and sausage.
With those fresh grade A eggs.
Just think, $500,000.
I can redo the hen house.
Come on, Earl. We're gonna win big.
At McDonald's,
Feel free again in South Dakota.
There are fewer and fewer places in America today where a person can really feel free. One of them is South Dakota. Plan a freedom vacation this summer in South Dakota. Phone toll-free right now. We'll send complete information.
In South Dakota, come feel free again.
You try running a whole store all by yourself, Nels. Don't expect any help from me. Nellie, I need a room.
What are you doing hiding behind the trees?
Nellie, I'm spying. It's my store, and I want to know what kind of business I'm doing. Excuse me.
Visit Little House on the Prairie Wednesday afternoon at 4:30 on Channel 9.
KMSP-TV, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Opening night at the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome, a special edition of Primetime News. Brought to you in part by Light Beer, everything you always wanted in a beer and less. Copy duplicating products. And by Pella Products, windows and doors, now bringing you the Pella Sunroom. And inside the new Metrodome, it's opening night. Here is Tony Burton.
And welcome back to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, and it is opening night. Not only opening night, the official opening for the Dome, but it's also the season opener for the Twins. Twins baseball, the first ball will be thrown out right about 7:30, and Channel 9 will be here for all of that. We'll also be here for Miss Pearl Bailey, who's in town to sing the national anthem as we inaugurate this new facility. From the very beginning, when people talked about building the Metrodome in downtown, there were a lot of questions about traffic, about would downtown become just totally snarled in traffic. I think we found through the other two games, even though the turnout wasn't quite so big, that that's not the case. But there's still a lot of question on will they be able to handle 55,000 fans that are expected here tonight. More on that from Jeff Valiant.
Okay, outside here at the Metrodome where the traffic is filing by, and it hasn't been much of a problem so far tonight. It seems right out here in front that the traffic is moving pretty smoothly. The only thing that we have now is a people jam out front. The basic plan of attack for traffic is the same thing as parking around the Dome, and that is don't drive to the Dome. Here's more on that plan.
The way that we think there would be a parking problem, or a traffic problem, I should say, not a parking problem, is if everyone drives directly to the stadium. Then they're all coming to the same place. But if they come from dispersed areas, as they will, and pre-select parking spaces in and around downtown, we don't think it'll be a problem.
Most events at the Dome are scheduled for the evening after rush hour or on weekends. Even if a huge crowd turns out, officials say the volume of traffic shouldn't be any higher than during a typical rush hour. Of course, a weekday game in the afternoon could cause problems, both in terms of parking and traffic. But only a few are planned this year, and the goal is to limit them in the years to come. The Hennepin County Medical Center is right across the street from the Dome, and there's been concern about how traffic will interfere with emergency vehicles. Here's the plan to deal with it.
Our traffic control people on the streets, they will keep lanes open, and of course these emergency vehicles are equipped with red lights and sirens and so forth, and they are also accustomed to driving in the downtown traffic situation. They have to deal with it every day during rush hour, and we don't expect any more cars than there would be during rush hour. As a matter of fact, probably fewer cars.
In all, 14 policemen and 80 reservists will be on hand to direct traffic at the Dome.
So far, that plan has been working quite well. As I said, the traffic is moving along, at least from our vantage point, very smoothly. About a half an hour ago, an ambulance did drive through here on its way to the Hennepin County Medical Center. No problem getting there. So that's the look for now. Back to you, Tony.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. And you heard the advice. Don't try to drive here. If you want to come, try to work out some arrangements. Take a bus or walk. And the people that own businesses, especially the restaurants and some of the bars in downtown Minneapolis, are hoping you'll take that advice and that you will walk around downtown. They're expecting a big increase in their business. That's one of the things we'll be looking at, the effect of the Metrodome. of downtown Minneapolis nightlife. We'll continue right after this.
Power into 82 on a brand new 82 Honda. From the leader, Twin City Honda Suzuki. The Aspencade, the 750, the Sabre. The entire Honda line is coming on strong. And Twin City Honda Suzuki shows them how the leader does it with the flat-out lowest prices in the city. Honda for 82. The power of the leader from the leader. Twin City Honda Suzuki. On University Avenue across from Ward's in St. Paul.
I tell you, with girls, I never had any luck, you know. Well, I used to call information just to get a woman to talk to me. You live around here? Then I found light beer for Miller. The light's less filling, and it really tastes great. Now, I'll tell you, since I discovered light beer, women are always talking to me, you know. Hi. You come here often?
Get lost.
See what I mean?
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I tell you, she's crazy about me.
So you want one of those new small copiers. Make sure it has fiber optics and a microprocessor. You got it. Anything else? What about fast first copy time and diagnostic life? Picky. Two-sided copy. Coming up, Brenda. Hold on. Can't one copier do all this?
Only the new 7840. Even all these copiers can't equal the small, reliable 7840. Because the 7840 is the first small copier to do it all.
This is a Pella sunroom. It can take your home from dull to dramatic, from dark to light. The Pella sunroom is for relaxing, for having fun, and for entertaining. There's a Pella
For the Pella showroom nearest you, call 623-7640 or check the yellow pages.
Here at the Metrodome, there are many ways to watch a game. Probably the most comfortable and certainly the most luxurious is to use one of the beautiful suites. I mean, it's living life to the fullest when you can watch from one of these things. And they're expensive, too. The cost is about $30,000 per year. There are 115 of these suites in the Dome Stadium. They're operated by the Vikings, though they're usable during Twins games as well. The menu provides liquor and food. And the prices? Well, they're pretty steep. The facilities include running water, refrigerator, ice machine, as well as a color TV set. The suites are mostly rented by corporations, some individuals as well. If you can afford it, it's a wonderful way to watch a football or a baseball game. That's Dope on the Dome. I'm Warren Dahlstrom.
Hey, Warren, and it looks like really from just about anywhere in this facility is a good place to watch any kind of sports action that's going on. I imagine some of the seats way up and back near the scoreboard might be a little bit tough, though. We talked a little bit earlier about all this traffic and pedestrian traffic, especially in the downtown area. What it's going to do to Minneapolis nightlife? Well, a lot of people are hoping that Minneapolis nightlife is going to really pick up. That was the subject we asked Debbie Emblem to investigate. Debbie?
Well, the success of the Dome will be measured in part on its impact on the city, and so far things look pretty positive. City officials are predicting good things financially. Businesses, bars, and restaurants are counting on it.
Downtown Minneapolis has earned its reputation for being alive with action during the day and then downshifting to a low-key nighttime scene. The problem for many center cities is that a dark, quiet downtown is perceived to be an unsafe place to visit, so it decays. But crime is not a major problem in downtown Minneapolis, especially since the city has attempted to beef up policing in recent weeks. And Mayor Fraser says the Dome's presence shouldn't increase crime. He says if there are more people on the streets, there's safety.
I would tend to see the crime problem being even less, and if not less, statistically less in perception. People will feel even more secure and comfortable than they may feel today.
The downtown area is changing, largely because of the Metrodome. Downtown businesses predict the Metrodome's capacity to draw thousands of people will create a whole new ballgame for them. Preliminary studies project the Dome will increase retail and entertainment sales by $500 million over the next 5 years. And everybody from department stores to hotels eagerly await their piece of it. Downtown hotels are already receiving bookings related to stadium games. Even the hotels and motels along the Bloomington Strip hope to persuade longtime Met Stadium patrons to stick with them. They're selling convenience. The Registry, the Thunderbird, and others are offering weekend package deals with hassle-free bus transportation to the Dome. And the ailing downtown bar and restaurant business is counting on the Dome to be their financial savior. Some are revamping menus and offering drink specials, or giving away autographed baseballs and providing shuttle service to the games. Chic's Cafe is changing their entire format, hoping to shake a rather formal reputation and bring in the fans.
We want to change the perception of people so that they understand that we're just a casual, fun, exciting place to come before or after a sporting event.
So they've added light dinners to their menu, and they're serving Sunday brunches. They've altered their existing music format to include live music. They've also taken up the carpeting and they're remodeling to create a more comfortable feeling. And there's the 2-for-1 gimmick with a Twins ticket stub, of course, that Sheiks and other night spots are offering to attract the pre- and post-game clientele. And their gamble ought to be a safe one, since over 1 million people a year are expected to use the Dome, and that's just for Twins games. After all, it's not only sports fans the downtown businesses hope to attract. There are other potential uses for the stadium, like concerts, national conventions, or religious crusades. The Stadium Commission says they haven't made any firm commitments yet, but the Dome will rent for a mere $20,000 per event. Amidst ongoing neighborhood concern, promoters are hoping to rent the stadium for concert sellout situations. Their intent is to stage national talent that can draw over 20,000 people.
You're talking about events such as Styx, Police, who we're looking at bringing back Police, REO, Speedway, and The Who if they go on tour again.
Out of all this potential business, the Dome creates more jobs.
It has added a number of jobs to our economy. The economic data before the stadium was built indicated that would approximate about 2,800 jobs.
The Milwaukee Railroad site is just one example of the economic benefits of the stadium. It's been for sale for 10 years, but since the Dome's inflation, many national developers see it as one of the ripest downtown developments in the country. Most observers say the Dome may attract other enterprises that now will seem juicy to investors. Companies are beginning to reevaluate the space they're in, now that there'll be more people seeking new downtown activities.
So from the looks of things, it looks as if the Dome is going to be serving as a sort of magnet, drawing people and dollars to the city. Even Hennepin Avenue is going to be upgraded. And from the looks of things, Tony, the sky's the limit. Back to you.
Okay, Debbie, thank you very much. And as you can see, Muriel Humphrey has on her Minnesota Twins hat right now. She's getting ready to throw out the first ball of the game. Governor Quee standing right behind her. We're apparently looking up into the celebrity section there. The game should be starting in just about 12 minutes from now. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we should be meeting the members of this year's Minnesota Twins. We'll also be going up to the Channel 9 box with Bob Kurtz and Larry Osterman right after this.
American business is being taken over by revolutionaries. Revolutionary Savin copiers. Savin's advancing in New York, surrounding Dallas. Savin's winning over banks and brokerage houses. Why is big business going for Savin in a big way? Because Savins are fast, economical, and remarkably reliable. In fact, last year, Savin outplaced Xerox and IBM combined. So if you haven't noticed the revolution, you will.
When you're a big guy like me, people always want to see just how strong you are. So after this arm works, this arm always relaxes with light beer from Miller. The light's got a third less calories than the regular beer, and it tastes great. What I like about it, it's less filling. When you're in a hot match like this, you can't afford to get filled up.
You have the time?
Yeah. About 8:30.
Yeah, thanks.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer. And less.
Next.
This is a Pella sunroom. It can take your home from dull to dramatic, from dark to light. The Pella sunroom is for relaxing, for having fun, and for entertaining. There's a Pella sunroom for you. only.
For the Pella showroom nearest you, call 623-7640 or check the yellow pages. Motorcraft 10W40 motor oil, just 59 cents per quart. Motorcraft FL1A oil filters, just 79 cents each. After rebates at Crown Auto Stores.
Okay, welcome back to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. We're getting down to within 10 minutes of game time now. The Minnesota Twins are being introduced to the fans here. So for more on the Minnesota Twins, I'm going to take you up to our specialists, Bob Kurtz and Larry Ostman.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Once again, good evening, everyone. And as Tony said, Larry, just about 10 minutes from opening day 1982.
Countdown continues, and we'd like to ship it downstairs once again to Tom Mee, who is introducing the 1982 Minnesota Twins.
All the way from Wisconsin Rapids in center field, number 4, Jim Eisenreich. In the designated hitter role tonight, Baseball Digest's Rookie of the Year in the American League in 1981, number 32, Gary Ward. Another outstanding rookie of 1981 and the International League batting champion of 1980 in right field, number 20, Dave Engel. The cleanup hitter for the Twins, who has feasted on indoor pitching, the leading opposition player in the league as far as home runs in the Kingdome with 11, number 5, Roy Smalley. Another Minnesota native coming off a sensational spring in which he tied the all-time club home run record set by Harmon Killebrew in 1967, number 14, Kent Herbeck. Another outstanding prospect at third base coming off 36 home runs in 1981, Gary Gaetti, number 8. Catching for the Twins tonight, a veteran, the veteran of the squad in his 7th year as a Twin, number 16, Butch Weiniger. Another veteran and the all-time American League record holder defensively at second base, number 7, Rob Wilfong. The left fielder for the Twins tonight, a hustler and the Pacific Coast League batting champion of 1979, number 9, Mickey Hatcher. And warming up in the bullpen, the Twins starting pitcher tonight, number 17, Pete Redfern. The balance of the squad for the Twins, coming off spinal surgery last fall, but making a strong recovery, number 2, third baseman John Castino. A very pleasing addition to the Twins over the
We'll be back with more activities from the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome in just a moment, so don't go away.
This is a Pella sunroom. It can take your home from dull to dramatic, from dark to light. The Pella sunroom is for relaxing, for having fun, and for entertaining. There's a Pella sunroom for you, only at your Pella.
For the Pella showroom nearest you, call 623-7640 or check the yellow pages.
So you want one of those new small copiers. Make sure it has fiber optics and a microprocessor. You got it. Anything else? What about fast first copy time and diagnostic life? Picky, picky. Two-sided copy. Coming up, Brenda. Hold on. Can't one copier do all this?
Only the new 7840. Even all these copiers can't equal the small, reliable 7840. Because the 7840 is the first small copier to do it all.
We got them all. That means it's Miller time. Come on, I'm buying.
Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, Miller's got the beer.
Motorcraft 10W40 motor oil, just 59 cents per quart. Motorcraft FL1A oil filters, just 79 cents each. After rebates at Crown Auto Stores.
Well, the Metrodome is rapidly filling on this opening night of the 1982 baseball campaign as the final Twins are being introduced to this crowd that will be very close to 55,000.
Well, Larry, I don't think they could have picked a better weekend to open the Dome in the American League this afternoon. Toronto at Detroit, Boston at Chicago, Cleveland at Milwaukee, and Texas at New York, all postponed because of the weather. In the National League, Montreal at Pittsburgh wiped out, and New York at Philadelphia wiped out. As a matter of fact, at the Metrodome at noon tomorrow, it's going to be the Chicago White Sox against the Toronto Blue Jays. They're flying their squads here so they can get some more exhibition play because of all the bad weather around not only the Midwest, but also the eastern portion of the country. It is so bad in the east that the Boston Red Sox have sent their club back to Florida.
Well, it is nice inside. You can see it's a little bit cool on the exterior. It has been a very festive evening thus far, and the only thing that could possibly make it any better is a big Minnesota Twins victory.
Affordable small computers for your home. Computers that don't just entertain, but challenge. That don't just teach, but make your children want to learn. To meet the small computer that meets your needs, meet the people at Computerland.
At Computerland, we know small computers. Let us introduce you.